Ziaur Rahman was an army general who served as the 7th President of Bangladesh from April 21, 1977 until his assassination on May 30, 1981. Zia was a leader of the Bangladesh forces during the country's liberation war from Pakistan in 1971. He had broadcast the Bangladeshi Declaration of Independence. He also led the Z Force Brigade. After the war, Zia became the deputy chief of the Bangladesh Army. He rose to power after the country's first military coup on August 15, 1975, in which Sheikh Mujib was killed. A series of counter-coups resulted in Zia gaining de facto power as head of the army under martial law. He took over the presidency in 1977. As president, Zia founded the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. He reinstated multi-party politics and free markets. Zia became a popular Third World leader for his efforts to stabilize Bangladesh and championing issues affecting decolonized nations. He improved Bangladesh's relations with the West, China and the Muslim world, and departed from Sheikh Mujib's close alignment with India and the Soviet Union. Domestically, Zia faced as many as 21 coup attempts. He was criticized for passing the Indemnity Act and removing the ban on religion-based political parties. Zia was awarded the High Gallantry Award of Bir-Uttam in 1972 for his wartime services. He retired from the Bangladesh Army as a lieutenant general. His party, the BNP, became one of the two dominant political parties of Bangladesh. His wife Khalida Zia, a former prime minister, is the current chairperson of the BNP. Early life: Ziaur Rahman, popularly known as Zia, was the second son of Mansur Rahman and Janara Khatun. His father was a chemist who specialized in paper and ink chemistry and worked for a government department at Writers' Building in Kolkata. As a child, Ziaur Rahman, nicknamed Kamal, was reserved, shy, quietly spoken, and intense in many respects. He was raised in a village named Bagbari, in Bogra, British India. In 1946, Mansur Rahman enrolled Zia for a short stint in one of the leading boys' schools of Calcutta, Hare School, where Zia studied until the dissolution of the British Empire in South Asia and creation of India in 1947. With the partition of India, Mansur Rahman exercised his option to become a citizen of a Muslim-majority Pakistan and in August 1947 moved to Karachi, the first capital of Pakistan located in Sindh, West Pakistan. Zia, at the age of 11, had become a student in Class 6 at the Academy School in Karachi in 1947. Zia spent his adolescent years in Karachi and by age 16 completed his secondary education from that school in 1952. In 1953, Zia was admitted into the D.J. College in Karachi. In the same year he joined the Pakistan Military Academy at Kakal as an officer cadet. Marriage to Khalida Majumdar. In August 1960, his marriage was arranged to Khalida Majumdar, the 15-year-old daughter of Iskandar Majumdar and Tayyiba Majumdar from the Dinajar district, in a simple ceremony. Ziaur Rahman, a captain in the then Pakistani army who was posted at that time as an officer of the defense forces. His father, Mansur Rahman, could not attend the marriage ceremony, as he was in Karachi. Zia's mother had died earlier. The wedding reception took place after 1 year in the then Hotel Shahbag, which later became the PGM7. In Pakistani military, graduating from the Pakistan Military Academy at 12th PMA long course in September 18, 1955 in the top 10% of his class, Ziaur Rahman was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Pakistan Army. In the Army, he received commando training, became a paratrooper and received training in a special intelligence course. Zia went to East Pakistan on a short visit and was struck by the negative attitude of the Bengali middle class towards the military, which consumed a large chunk of the country's resources. The low representation of the Bengalis in the military was largely due to discrimination, but Ziaur Rahman felt that the Bengali attitude towards the military perhaps prevented promising young Bengali from seeking military careers. As a Bengali army officer, he advocated military careers for Bengali youth. After serving for 2 years in Karachi, he was transferred to the East Bengal Regiment in 1957. He attended military training schools in West Germany and UK. He also worked in the Military Intelligence Department from 1959 to 1964. Ayub Khan's highly successful military rule from 1958 to 1968 convinced Zia of the need for a fundamental change in the Bengali attitude towards the military. During the Indo-Pakistani War of 1965, Ziaur Rahman saw combat in the Kemkaran sector in Punjab as the commander of a company unit of 300 soldiers. Ziaur Rahman won the prestigious Hilal-i-Urat Medal, Pakistani Euro unregistered trademark's second highest military award, and his unit won 2 Satara-e-Urat medals, and 9 Tamgha-e-Urat medals, for their role in the 1965 war with India. In 1966, Zia was appointed military instructor at the Pakistan Military Academy, later going on to attend the Command and Staff College in Quetta, Pakistan, where he completed a course in command and tactical warfare. Zia helped raise 2 Bengali battalions called the 8th and 9th Bengals during his stint as instructor. Around the same time, his wife Khalida Zia, now 23, gave birth to their first child Tariq Rahman on November 20, 1964. Zia joined the 2nd East Bengal Regiment as its second-in-command at Joydepur in Ghaziabad district, near Dhaka, in 1969, and travelled to West Germany to receive advanced military and command training with the German Army and later on spent few months with the British Army. Pre-liberation, Zia returned to Pakistan the following year, during political turmoil and regional division. Upon his return, Zia was promoted to major and transferred in October 1970 to be second-in-command of the 8th East Bengal Regiment stationed in Chittagong. East Pakistan had been devastated by the 1970 Bhola cyclone, and the population had been embittered by the slow response of the central government. The political conflict between Pakistan's 2 major parties, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's Awami League, and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's PPP. In the 1970 Pakistan parliamentary elections, the Awami League had won a majority and its leader Sheikh Mujib laid claim to form a government, but Pakistan President Yahya Khan postponed the convening of the legislature under pressure from Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's PPP party. Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971. Following the failure of last-ditch talks, Yahya Khan declared martial law and ordered the army to crack down on Bengali political activities. Sheikh Mujib was arrested before midnight March 26, 1971, taken to Tegain International Airport and flown to West Pakistan. Zia, who already by then geared to revolt against the government of Pakistan, was preparing to defect, and later arrested and executed his commanding officer Lieutenant Colonel Jinwar, revolted and broadcast the announcement of the Declaration of Independence on the evening hours of March 26, 1971 from the captured Kalahat radio station in Chittagong, which read, "This is Swadhan Bangla Batar Kendra. I, Major Ziaur Rahman, provincial head of the government, do hereby declare that independence of the People's Republic of Bangladesh." On March 27, 1971, a second broadcast was read, "I, Major Ziaur Rahman, do hereby declare the independence of Bangladesh in the name of our great leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman." Later in an interview with German radio, Ziaur Rahman talked about his March 27 announcement. Zia organized an infantry unit gathering all Bengali soldiers from military and EPA units in Chittagong. He designated it Sector No. 1 with its headquarters in Sabrum. A few weeks later, it was restructured officially under Bangladesh forces as the sector in the Chittagong and Hill Tracts area, under General Mag Osmani, the Supreme Commander of Bangladesh Forces, of the Provisional Government of Bangladesh headquarters at 8 Theatre Road, Calcutta, WB, India. On June 30, 1971, Zia was appointed the commander of the 1st Conventional Brigade of the Bangladesh Forces, which was named Z Force, after the first initial of his name, followed by K Forces in August and S Force in September, named after Major Khaled Musharraf and Major Shafullah respectively. His brigade consisted of 1st, 3rd and 8th East Bengali regiments, enabling Zia to launch major attacks on Pakistani forces. With the Z Force, Zia acquired a reputation for icy bravery according to the New York Times, and was awarded the Bir Uttam, the second highest military honor by the government of Bangladesh.